Hi everyone, welcome to the Diecast Collection Videos channel. Here is the GT-Scorcher by Hot Wheels. The GT-Scorcher is a fantasy model of a mixed racing car. I'm going to call this as a mixed racing car because it does look like a racing car, but it also looks like a NASCAR car because of its appearance. It's boxy and it has these uh, bars on the windows, just like a real thing. Even though it is a mix of a racing car and a NASCAR, this is most likely a very fast car in the fantasy world of Hot Wheels. We're going to see the GT Scorcher starting in the front. The GT Scorcher, let me see if my camera can focus. Okay, the GT Scorcher, although it does not have any paint designs in the front, don't mistake this as a paint design, it's just a reflection. It does have plastic lights, and that is very cool. These plastic lights makes the GT Scorcher a little bit more realistic, even if it's a fantasy model. So I'm okay with having no paint designs in the front of the GT Scorcher. It also has a large air intake, and at the bottom is the lip. In the middle is a connector that we're going to explore later. You can see from here that the paint designs are on the top, and I mentioned earlier that the window has these bars in the front. At the driver's side, we get to see lots of paint designs, sponsor paint, and there's a racer number. This has the paint designs on the top, the middle top, and none at the middle bottom. All the metal parts are on the red colored part on the top and plastic at the bottom middle half. And look at that. We have here Ryu, and this car has been made by Ryu Asada, the Hot Wheels car. Let's take a look at the passenger side on the right. Okay, let me see the focus of this. Okay. At the passenger side on the right, I'm not seeing much difference. It still has the same paint designs, the sponsor paints, racer number, and at the middle bottom, there's a casting detail for the exhausts. The door handle is present in the middle, and what I like about this car is the included side view mirror, and it's the same in the driver's side. Very nice detail. A rare detail that is often not included in mainline releases and even premium releases, but it's present in this car, even as a fantasy model. If you turn the car a little bit, there's a hole here, and that is for the air intake, just in the front of the back fender. Notice that the wheels are using the same Hot Wheels setup, regular wheels in the front and larger wheels at the back. But these are a different set of wheels. They're not just different paint designs, it's a different set of wheels. So they're they're painted differently and they look different. At the top, still Ryu's name, and the back wing is solid. Not really sure how this car opens, the car door I mean, because there's no division in here. So I'm not really sure how the passenger or the driver can get in this car. Maybe in the fantasy world of Hot Wheels, the answer might be there. So I'm just thinking there's a door handle and there's no lines on the door. There's little rivets over here on the window. At the back, just like in the front, there aren't any paint designs, but there are plenty of casting details. These are most likely the air vents. At the center bottom is the air diffuser. The top, it's really nice to see that it's not just enclosed, but there are holes on the sides, not in the middle. I'm okay with that. That will be the airflow for the car, for the back wing to reduce drag. Like in the front, if you're looking at the brake lights, these slots over here, you can see from the reflection of my finger. See that? If not, I'm going to tilt this a little bit. You can see from here, there's the same plastic insert, just like in the front lights. It has the same shade as the windows, the body window, and I assume that the front light and the back lights are connected to the windows. They're made with this one big piece. Checking the top, we get to see some additional casting details, rivets in the lip, air vents over here on the sides, sponsor logos, racer number, paint striping, and some of the interior can be seen from here. If you tilt a little bit, you can see the engine details. It's a nice touch, realistic. The bars on the windows, both in the front and the back, have these sort of bars. Maybe it's part of the roll cage. There are these casting details. Not really sure what these are for. Maybe they're extra exhausts or something. And like in the front fenders, there are lines for the vents for the back fender. So these are most likely vents to reduce drag. At the back wing, the Hot Wheels logo in large fonts. The interior of the car is made with this black plastic, so it's a little bit difficult to show in video. You saw some of the interior details from the engine part in the front center over there. And exploring further into the window, you get to see the dashboard details, the driver's wheel on the left. Let's see. Okay, you see there's a driver's wheel. It's shining just in front of my left thumb. There's a car seat on the left for the driver's seat. It's a driver's seat with cushions, but there's no passenger seat. It's only a one-seater car. There's no passenger seat because the passenger side, I can't show. Okay, I think I can show a little bit. There's a gas tank here. There's really a couple of gas tanks side by side from here. So there's no car seat here. So I'm assuming that they're extra fuel in case that the car is going for a long race. It can go further to catch the finish line. The base has the copyright information in the center, the information at the top, center, and the bottom, rivets, plus some additional details for the air diffuser. If you're familiar with cars with working features, the GT-Scorcher is one of them because this has a moving lip that enables you to display the car in its original form, wherein the lip is just like this that you saw from the beginning, or you can just press the lip gently upwards to make the lip connect to the front, eliminating the air vent or make that the air intake in the front. That will enable the car to clear loops. So if you have loop tracks, if you're using this for racing and stunts, raising the lip will help the car clear the loop. I'm not sure if it does work because I don't have a racetrack. I said that because the car, let me put the lip down. You can just do this very easily. The car has a very low stance. See that? The clearance, if I press my thumb on the wheel, that low. If the car, even if the lip is pulled up, the car might not still clear the loop because the lip is kind of long. It might graze the racetrack and then stop the car from completing the loop. That's just me. I don't know if that would happen or what. I'm just thinking it might happen. It might make the car stuck on the loop, or the car can clear the loop. So you have two display options in collecting. One is the default appearance, which is the lip is lowered and the air intake is present, or you can just pull the lip up to make it look like it's a fast loop car. The lip is kind of loose, so if you pull this down, but don't pull down too much because you might disconnect it from the car. This ends my video art on the GT-Scorcher by Hot Wheels. Thanks for watching, enjoy your collection, and see you with the next model.